Okay, so you wanted to know what I looked like? This is what I look like. Not so special. Very old. And if you are watching this video, you are either one of my friends, which is should count for about 6 views, or you're old too. So welcome. Anyway, today we are going to take a look at the Monster and Treasure Assortment. In my last video, I showed you my original Dungeons and Dragons homemade box set. Feel free to look that one up. I'll pop a link down below. It did not include the Monster and Treasure Assortment because I could not find a decent copy of it. It was everything I found was a mess. Even the ones I bought had the little uh, holes, the binder holes, still in them, and that's obviously ugly, and I didn't want that. So ultimately, what I decided to do was simply photocopy the one that I have, the actual one that I have, which is old and tattered, and there's a big coffee stain on the front, and I remastered it, and basically now it's beautiful. The whites are white, the blacks are black, the cover's not yellow anymore, and if what you've come for is a copy of that PDF file, well, look down there. There's a link below. Go ahead and download it, have fun with it, and turn the video off right now. Otherwise, I'm going to show you how I turned it into a booklet because I didn't want the full-size version. It doesn't fit in the box, basically. And I am creating a box set. Again, link down there somewhere. Anyway, I took the PDF file, which I've posted below, and I printed it as a booklet. It's something you can do in any Adobe PDF reader program. You don't need the professional anymore to print booklets. I printed it as a booklet, and I've got the pages right here, and I'm going to show you how I put them together as a booklet. Really easy to do. It's really easy to make your own books. I didn't show you last time because everything was already assembled when I made the video. Here's one that shows you actually how to do it for the 3 people that actually asked me to do this. For the rest of you, like I said, PDF file down below. Grab it, stick it in your folder, print it out, do it yourself. You probably already know how to do this. If you found this video, odds are you made your own set too, because last I saw they were going for hundreds of dollars on eBay. And I'm pretty well off. I retired at 54. I was vice president of a Fortune 5,000 company, and I ain't paying that much. So I just bought the PDF files and printed them. And if you're watching this video, the odds are you did the same thing. And the odds are also that you were unable to find a decent copy of the Monster and Treasure Assortment. Link below. Let's move on. So today, I'm going to show you how I took that mess and turned it into a pamphlet for my homemade kit. My homemade original Dungeons and Dragons kit. I can't believe if you found this video, you must be a hardcore OD&D fan. Because I think I had 98 views on my last video. Anyway, I've already showed you the mess, and probably should tell you a little bit about how I cleaned it up. I simply popped it into Photoshop. The front page was a god-awful mess. That's unrelated. So the pages had yellowed. There were stains on it. So, but it only has 4 colors on it: black, white, and 2 different shades of blue. So it was really a fairly easy matter to grab my magic wand tool in Photoshop and just simply create new layers for each color and simply pile them one on top of the other until you come up with a cleaned up version where the whites are white and the blues are blue and the big yellow stains are gone. So there you go. And obviously the 3-hole punches had to go because they didn't look good on the photocopies. The other problem, of course, was that the pages themselves had aged very similarly. The pages were all badly yellowed. There were the 3-hole punches. So basically, I had to do the same technique on each individual page. So now they are all really nice looking. Like this is probably the way it looked when it was originally published. So anyway, now somebody asked me once, Oh, I can't get my booklets to look like yours. They always come out all puffy and bad looking. And there's a very easy trick to fix that. Each and every page has to be individually folded before you staple. That is a royal pain. It is a royal pain in the butt. But it's the difference between having a booklet that looks like a booklet or a booklet that looks like a bunch of people's pieces of paper stuck together. So, do what you want. But fold each and every single piece of paper before you actually assemble it, which I'm going to make you watch. Right now, I'm going to sit there and make you watch me fold every single piece of paper well. That's one. Just kidding, I'm not going to make you watch this. We'll go ahead and fold the rest of these pieces of paper, and we'll take a look when we're ready to get on to the next part. Okay, and there we go. One booklet. Now, obviously, we have to staple it. And this is one piece of equipment you are going to need if you want to make your own booklets. And that is a decent stapler. A very large stapler, preferably with a way to measure, a way to block your pages. I've done that before. Let's try doing it this way. Okay. 2 staples. 1. And 2. Fun, fun, fun. That's all you got. Now it is actually a booklet with these annoying little ridges on the end. That has got to be taken care of. And for that, we can use a box cutter or an X-Acto knife. I am going to use an X-Acto knife because I can't seem to find my box cutter. You are also going to need a steel straight edge, which I will yank from beneath the bottoms of the Buffalo Bills. Yes, I'm not entirely a geek. I actually like electric football, which is only like pseudo-geeky. Okay, anyway. Bought that for my Jets field. I just bought an old, well, this isn't going to mean anything to anyone watching this video, but an old ultimate football field and put on a custom Jets field cover. Beautiful work, by the way. So, never mind the Buffalo Bills. They're the bad guys, by the way. Go Jets. Okay, so set up your straight edge and then take one really long cut and just really push hard and try to dig through all the paper, and I guarantee you won't wind up with a nasty, awful mess. Yes, you will absolutely wind up with a nasty, awful mess. Do not try to cut through it with one long single stroke. It will not work. You will burn through blades like nobody's business. Take your time. Go through them a page or 2 at a time. Yeah, just real slow. One stroke at a time. One stroke at a time. There you go. Yeah, I guarantee it will not work if you try to do too much at once. I have a nice cutting board here. It's gotten a little warped because we are up in my office above the garage. I live in Florida and it does get a little humid here. So mine is a little warped, which is why I have a smaller one, which I use for detailed work. But if you don't have a nice cutting board, feel free to use your mom's kitchen table. Your ass will heal in time. Don't use your mom's kitchen table, obviously. go ahead and find something safe to cut on. Cutting boards are not expensive, and they will save you a lot of spankings. Ha, kids, as if any kids are watching this video, right? We're all old farts playing this game. But the nostalgic value of these old booklets. Now, obviously, this was not originally released as a booklet. This was originally released as 3 sets of full-sized 8.5 by 11 sheets. But my homemade original Dungeons and Dragons box set, well, everything's booklets. And if it's going to fit inside there, well, it's got to be a booklet. So, there you go. Clean, crisp. I'm going to shave off that little nub on the end there. But it's a booklet, a proper booklet. We've got Monsters and Treasure. Monsters in the beginning. Treasure in the back, broken up by level. It's perfect for play, and it fits neatly in a regular original Dungeons and Dragons set box. Now, if you really want to be accurate about these box sets, back in the days of yore, they used to cut off the top and the bottom as well. You don't have to do that. I don't do that. Nobody ever noticed. Everyone always tells me how wonderful it looks. But there usually is a little bit of scrimp at the top and the bottom. So you'll have a much better cut. Now, the easiest way to do this is obviously if you have a paper guillotine. I do not, because I have a fairly small office and I have no safe place to store a paper guillotine, and I've got a 10-year-old boy in the house, so it's obviously not a terribly good idea to have anything in the house with the word guillotine attached to it. Well, I should say that. I got guns in the house. But I don't have a big enough gun cabinet for a paper guillotine. So, that's it. That's my Monster and Treasure Assortment sheet. I am still working on the original Dungeons and Dragons Avalon Hill outdoor survival world setting that I promised all y'all, well, those of you who are actually watching, because I was like, hey, check out that video I just posted, because I don't think anybody else is really going to see this. But if you do, please feel free to leave a comment, especially if it's a particularly hateful one. After all, I am an old man playing original Dungeons and Dragons, and that makes me, racist, sexist, transphobic asshole. So please feel free to leave hateful comments below. It's all good as far as the algorithm is concerned. And I really want to thank the 97, well, what did I get? 97 views. So that means like 91 of you are like complete strangers who actually went and watched this video. And thank you. That was really, or went and watched my last video. That was really awesome of you. Have a great day. Play whatever game you like, regardless of how old it is. And yeah, don't be a transphobic, racist, sexist asshole, please. Just don't do that, regardless of what version of the game you prefer. And peace out.